Hi, this is Roger Miller. I'd like to welcome you to the Charlie Louvin show. This is not the Charlie Louvin show. It's the Opry Almanac, right?
Welcome to Opry Almanac, a full hour of funny music. Special guest stars today, Roger Miller, Charlie Louvin, Thumbs Carlille, others, plus the latest news and weather. Now here's the star of our show, Ralph Emery.
I'm the star of the show, yes. Don't you forget it. All of you. Good morning and welcome to our show. Tuesday, March the 8th, 1966. We're happy to have you here and delighted to welcome some old friends. And I have been with some of these characters for the last 2 hours since I left radio and have had some funny moments. Many funny moments.
I guess so.
Wow, good morning, Bob.
There you go.
Glad, yes, that's all right. Just go right on in. That's fine.
Enjoy yourself.
Wonderful. Anyway, I'll tell you, Raj, would you come over here? We're gonna kill some time while we set up the bass. Anyway, just right over here. Yes. We're delighted to have Roger Miller with us this morning.
Drink. I'll sit it here and we'll unplug it.
You remember Tex Ritter?
Yes, I remember. How you doing?
Right, good to see you.
It's Tex Olson, I believe, right?
Yes, that's right. I've
Just want you to know I remember.
some people have their cross or crutch, and I have my Tex, both at radio and
Both
out
on the
here.
table in our lap.
Roger, good morning and welcome to our show, and congratulations on so many, many things.
Thank you, Ralph.
Mercy. 9 Grammy nominations this year, and I think last year you had 5 Grammy nominations, won all 5 of those. And a week from tonight, the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences will present the Grammy Awards here in Nashville. And it's going to be a gala night, and Roger has a chance to win many, not only in the C&W field, but he has been nominated in the category, I believe, of Record of the Year or Song of the Year.
Song of the Year, I think, or both record and song.
Anyway, he's
record.
up against, this is
Beatles and
a pop award against Tijuana Brass for Taste of Honey, the Beatles for Yesterday, or The Shadow of Your Smile with Tony Bennett.
Tony who? Yes.
Yes.
It's quite an honor, and I don't know how to feel about it. So I just don't feel, except happy. So to be safe.
You cried the other day, didn't you?
That's none of your business. Just sit down and
You
sit
told
down.
me. You told
Yes,
me.
but I don't like to talk about it publicly.
The other day,
I fell off my horse.
yes, Roger was called by NBC and told that he was going to have his own NBC television show in the fall, a color half-hour spectacular. And who called you?
No, they told me I was going to have my own weekly show. Is that what you said?
Yes, I think that's what I said. Isn't that what I said?
Well, it sounded like a special, the way you
Well,
said it.
no, a weekly.
Weekly show. So I just,
Who called you?
when you get one of the vice presidents of the NBC, when you get a call like that.
Had you been sitting on pins and needles waiting for
I was
this?
sitting on the edge of the bed.
See?
And it was just wonderful. When something wonderful happens, you feel that turn, you just cry. So the heck with it. Let's talk about something else. Nice to see you.
What'd you say to Leah, your wife?
Ralph, you're embarrassing me.
No, I'm
I'll
not
kill
trying to
you.
embarrass you. I think this is the side of Roger Miller that they should see occasionally.
Why? No, I told my wife, I said, come here. She says, I'm changing the baby. I said, bring the baby. So I told her, I said, all I could say was, I said, 8:30 Monday nights, starting in September. She cried, so I slapped her.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
That's,
Let's talk about Charlie Louvin.
no, well, we'll talk about Charlie Louvin. I want to congratulate
I don't like him.
We're going to carry the show.
I don't like Charlie Louvin at all.
We're going to carry the show.
That is his last name, isn't that?
What?
I can't think of his last name. Is it Charlie Louvin? Yes.
Yes, it's Charlie Louvin. See, we thought we were kind to you this morning. We get Charlie and Tex, and me, and everybody else on your first show on NBC.
I'm trying to get on it myself. It's going to go like the last one. We had the Baja Marimbas, we had the Nick Castle Dancers, we had David McCallum, the man from UCLA, and we had, who else? Yes, I was on. I had to fight to get time on for myself. UCLA. Didn't you catch that?
Caught
so
that,
funny.
yeah. Don Bowman brought it back.
Thank you.
He was out there.
Oh, did he?
He brought it back and came on and told all your jokes in advance.
No telling what he brought back.
Brought your jokes back, Roger. Anyway, we enjoyed your spectacular very much.
Thank you.
I told them the other morning that you had a 45% share of the audience nationally with this. And this was one of the primary reasons that NBC signed you for a regular spot, right?
Mm-hmm. It was one of the top 15 shows of the year so far. This is only March, so...
You better brag now, boy. I won't give you a chance after a while.
That's right.
So go ahead and brag.
Okay. That's all I did already. I'm not much of a braggart. Let's talk about the weather.
Were you scared?
Was I scared?
Yes.
When?
When you were shooting the NBC show.
Oh, no.
You weren't scared?
I never get scared.
Never got tight?
I got tight?
No, I mean...
After the shoot.
Butterflies, that sort of thing.
No.
Okay. The real pro came through.
I don't know.
Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. I never get scared.
You never get scared?
I get nervous as heck, but
Oh, I see. All right. Hey, are we ready, gang, to play? Yes.
It's Pinochle, would you believe? Hello, Bobby Dyson. How are you?
We're going to open the show with Jim Colvard.
Shades of Ray Charles.
Bob Dyson. Oh, we have Buddy Rogers with us this morning. Jim Stewart is sick, and I'm sorry to hear that. He's got the flu?
Bob drove halfway out here and forgot his car. And he go, hey, you look good.
Are you
We're visiting.
I see. All right.
Hey, Bob, you look good. Let's visit a while.
Ralph, how are you this morning?
Fine. Could we
Nice to
have
see you.
yakety yaks?
Yakety yak?
Yes.
Oh, that's not funny.
Yakety bass?
It's crazy.
What's crazy?
New Silta has crazy vanilla ice cream. And don't let the crazy stripes fool you because they're vanilla too.
Start swinging. Pick up on this wacky treat today. Crazy Vanilla, made by Seal Test.
Thumbs.
Thumbs.
Thumbs, come over here. Hurry. While Thumbs is on his way, I want to tell you about K Furniture Company. Don't forget K Furniture Company.
I'd like to pick my nose.
Wait. No. Don't shoot him yet. You can't. All right. K Furniture Company. Gallen Road in Madison, 2511 Nolensville Road in Woodbine, where you'll find wonderful buys and furniture, those great Admiral appliances at low, low prices, that beautiful Admiral television set for as low as $79.95. See it at K Furniture Company, the sign of the big K. All right, take your coat off. We're happy to welcome Bat Thumb to our show.
That's to match his breath. Hey, Bob, it matches his breath. You like that?
Say that?
You've been watching ABC television on Wednesdays and Thursday nights?
Yes, sir.
I see.
I like to do a little...
You have a cape?
Little Jimmy Dickerson trick here.
Oh?
Where you working at, Tom?
Where?
Where you working at now?
I don't know. Where am I working at now?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny.
He thought you'd have a
that
funny
was
ad.
funny. Back to the Batman. That's cute, isn't it?
Yes. Do you wear this on stage?
Yes, most of the time, excepting on Thursdays.
Oh?
No, we all have one of those shirts. Really, he has
we
a
wear
red one.
tuxes and bat shirts. That's right.
Tuxes and bat shirts. What?
Tuxes and
Oh,
bat shirts.
tuxes and bat shirts.
Would you like to fall in and play with us?
I don't care.
I wish you would.
You wish I would? I wish I would, too.
Take your axe and go get a stool and fall in over there.
Okay.
Okay? We'll feature you after a while, all right?
Fine.
All right. All right.
I've seen him somewhere before. I can't think of it.
You can't shake him, can you?
Can't place him.
Charlie Louvin, come over and let's say good morning. While you're on your way, let's have a word from Fidelity Federal. It's now 12 minutes after
Where's the
6
bathroom?
o'clock. What?
Where's the bathroom?
Please, Roger.
Excuse me.
Please, Roger. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning, Ralph. Did you get your proper rest between...
I couldn't sleep much last night.
I couldn't either. I got to bed at 4:45 and got up at 5:10.
Charlie stayed with us. What? Give Charlie the choker? All right. Give you the choker, Charlie.
Curly choker.
I really must be weak this morning.
All right. Let me
Let's get a balance.
see. Let me pin this on you, and you repeat after me.
Don't let him pin nothing on you, Charlie.
1, 2.
Wait. Ah, there you are. Charlie stayed with me about all night, and Tex Ritter's wife
that right?
flew in on the plane about 2 o'clock and went out to meet Dorothy
Yes.
and escort her into
I
town.
thought that...
She came in and hugged me, and Ritter sits over there jealous, you know, and he says, well, if you ever get through hugging Ralph, you can kiss me.
I just thought this was awful for Our Lady of Miss Ritter's standing to come to Nashville and have to depend on public transportation to get downtown. Really, I did. Rather than to throw Tex off the show and make him go get her, well, then I decided to...
Tex wasn't about to leave that
I
record
know
show.
that.
I tried to get him off the show. He wouldn't leave.
But I enjoyed it. I shouldn't have even tried to go to sleep, but I feel better.
But
I don't remember when I felt worse.
did
but
you
I
run
was
home
sure.
between the
Yes, I did.
record show and the television show?
Yes,
You
I
should
slept
step
an
on the way
hour.
out there and back.
I see.
Slept an hour.
Would you like to see Roger sing a song?
I'd rather hear him. I never
All
could
right.
see
I'd rather
him.
hear
Never
Charlie.
could sing. Well, we're going to get everybody on. Get you? You don't have a guitar this
You're
morning.
putting me on.
I'm going to put you on.
You can pick mine over there, and it's got my name on the strap.
I'm just going to play one over that phone. He's all tuned up.
Mhm.
The only guitar that I could borrow would be Thumbs.
All right.
Oh, Charlie's I could borrow.
Yes, you can borrow Charlie's. All right. Thumbs, you lay one down, and we'll get Roger a guitar. Would you like to pick one for us this morning?
Yes, I'll pick my new song I wrote called Candy Girl.
Oh, this is in your new album, isn't
Yes.
it? Candy Girl?
Yes.
All right. Let's
ready?
have it. That's called Candy Girl.
Candy Girl, right.
And is in a forthcoming Thumbs Carlisle album, which has just been completed for Smash. Right?
Right.
It's called what?
Roger Miller Presents Thumbs Carlisle.
Roger Miller Presents Thumbs Carlisle. Hey, I like the haircut, Thumbs.
Thank you. Got that yesterday.
You know, Batman doesn't smoke. Let's have a word from our sponsor, America.
Look what's happening at your friendly neighborhood authorized giant killer, your American Motors Rambler dealer. See?
The time is 6:17. We're going to let Roger sing one, and then we'll do the weather. All right? You want to get on the performing stool? What is our temperature this morning, Tex? Give us a...
Daniels this morning.
23.
23? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a cool morning.
It's a little larger than the guitar you play, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all right. It's a nice guitar.
Think you can handle that?
It's an old one. It's a nice one. It's black and it's red.
Yes.
That's
Can you
a
play
liberal
it?
of him, huh?
Can you play it?
No.
Well, you want to just hold it?
Pardon my perennial cough. I've had laryngitis for a week and I haven't tried to sing. I doubt if I can sing. I really don't know what to try to do.
You want to slug your way through one? What's easy for you to sing? Engine, number
Nothing.
9?
Let me think. I couldn't do Husbands and Wives, I don't think this morning. Would y'all know that? It's in C. We'll try it there. Two broken hearts, lonely looking like houses where nobody lives. Two people each having so much pride inside, neither side forgives. The angry words spoken in haste, such a waste of two lives. And it's my belief pride is the chief cause in the decline in the number of husbands and wives. A woman and a man and a woman, some can and some can't, and some can. Two broken hearts, so lonely looking like houses where nobody lives. Two people each having so much pride inside, neither side forgives. The angry words spoken in haste, such a waste of two lives. It's my belief pride is the chief cause in the decline in the number of husbands and wives. Husbands and wives. Surprised I got through it.
That's a sneaky way to fake a guitar chorus.
I
your lap.
I just remembered that I couldn't play guitar. I don't know the chords to the song. I wrote it. But isn't that interesting? Thank you.
And for your next number?
My next number?
On the
41.
guitar.
On the guitar?
I see. That's your nick number?
Yes, my nick number. Just don't steal my tigers, man. I don't know of another song to do. You'll notice probably that my do-wacka-do has an awfully high part in the middle.
I thought so.
Do you think we could do that?
Probably.
Ba. See, to learn how to sort of limit things. So, kiddies, please excuse me. I hear tell you're doing well, things have come to you. I wish I had your happiness, and you had to do wacka-do, 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 wacka-do. The drummer's doing a great job, and I forgot I brought my own drummer, and we asked him if he'd play this morning. Jerry, it's Jerry. It was a dirty word 21 years ago. Jerry, but it's a joke.
Oh.
It's not a joke?
That's the whole thing.
Jerry.
Oh,
That's what they used to call the Germans. That's what your friends are.
Jerry Allison.
What?
All right. Jerry, jump aboard the drums.
That's kind of
And then we'll finish do-wacka-do. Yes, thank you.
All right.
Hope Skitch Henderson's watching this morning. He'll enjoy that. Red Eye? They tell me you're running free. Your days are never blue. I wish I had your good luck charm. You had to do wacka-do, 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 wacka-do. I see you going down the street in your big Cadillac. Girls in the front, girls in the back, and away in the back you got money in the sack, both hands on the wheel and your shoulders right back. This is the hot leg that everybody always enjoys. I hear tell you're doing well, good things have come to you. I wish I had your happiness and you had to do wacka-do, 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 wacka-do. Thumbs don't play. And big Cadillac, got girls in the front and got don't make fun of me right in the back. You got money in the sack, got hands on the wheel and your shoulders right back. We always do a highly informal show anyway. The higher we get, the more informal we are. I hear tell you're doing well, good things have come to you. I wish I had your good luck charm. You had to do wacka-do, 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 ba-do, ba-da-ba-dum, hey! Hey!
All right, Raj, you can hop down. We'll have a commercial word, and then we'll look at today's weather. It's 23 minutes after 6 o'clock.
The Ben Franklin Special is nylon hose, regular 69 cents, just 47 cents a pair.
All right. You going to do the weather differently?
Yeah, let's just show the forecast at 6:30.
Well, you might show the forecast now. Don't keep us in suspense.
Oh, okay.
You've got all those people out there.
Because the map is just one
Look
big
at all
high,
these
that's
I
it.
hate Ralph letters, you know.
There's not a thing in the world for us to be concerned about today. I'll just show you
Charlie,
the forecast.
don't let me interrupt you, Dick. Charlie.
You're interrupting me, Rob.
Would you get set up over here, please?
Here's the weather forecast for Nashville and Middle Tennessee.
Did you
Sunny
hear
this
me,
morning.
Charlie?
Increasing cloudiness and warmer this afternoon and tonight, with highs today between 46 and 54 in Nashville, 50, lows tonight in the 30s, in this city about 35 this evening. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and mild. Thursday, fair and mild. No rain systems coming, just warmer weather. So enjoy yourself for the next 3 or 4 days.
The current temperature is what, 23?
23 degrees, right.
You want to do your dance?
I just did.
Well, you want to do it again?
No.
Charlie?
Yes, sir.
I've asked you to sing I Believe in the show. I don't know where you're going to put it. And I hope you'll record this someday because I think you sing it so well.
I hope to.
And since I mentioned it, why don't you sing it right here?
Yeah, you want it right now?
Yeah, I think you do it beautifully.
All righty. We'll try it. This one I don't play on. I'm kind of like Roger on his first tune. I don't know the chords on this one here. Where did we start this year? I don't know the words either. Ronnie Blackwell wrote this down for me. For a long time, I carried it in my billfold, and I never can learn this song. I always get it mixed up.
You can't learn as long as it's in your
No,
billfold.
because all the lines are so good that I want to do each line next, and it should be in order, like Ronnie wrote it down. We'll try it, Ralph, I believe.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe. I believe above the storm the smallest prayer can still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe.
Charlie Louvin this morning. Hey, it's 27 minutes after 6 o'clock. We'll be right back after this word.
Dear heart, wish you were here to hold this
Oh, Hank Williams Jr. is on the Bobby Lord Show today. And Roy Drusky. That's a pretty good package. Doubleheader at 4:30 this afternoon if you're up at that hour. Watch the Bobby Lord Show here on Channel 4. Charlie, if I ever ask you, perhaps I have in the past, where do you get all this work on your guitar strap?
I don't remember the boy's name, but he's here in Nashville.
Does he do it for all the
Yes.
stars?
Mm-hmm. You'll find him backstage most times with his little leather tools and his sequins and his samples. You know, he has them in all colors.
Oh, I see.
You name it, and he'll make the color.
Does anybody ever have it here and also on the neck of the guitar? You know,
Yes. Ernest Tubb do.
On both places?
Yes. He has it in pearl here.
I see. Have you ever had one of those? That's Charlie Louvin?
I had one, in fact, on the guitar I traded for this. I had a J200. And the boy said, I'll get the fingerboard taken off next week. You know,
That's the fingerboard.
Yeah, get a new fingerboard. I'll send this one to you. You know, it costs like, I guess, $150 to get your name in pearl in there.
$150?
This has only been 10 years ago.
You think that flash helps? You think the...
I don't know. It's kind of gaudy. I don't go for it too much. That's the reason I got this in the back. So the people backstage can see who I am. And this here will just have to...
I see. The CL.
Yes.
CL is here.
Ah. How you feel this morning?
Oh, I feel great, Charlie.
You're used to this, though, aren't you?
No.
You got off at 4 and you went and showered and shaved.
No, I didn't.
Done your hair.
I was called about 4 by Thumbs and Roger, and I have spent the time with them, so I did shave.
Yes. Well, I feel better than I expected to, since knowing when I got home. I'd hoped for...
I had an ad lib, but I'm not going to use it. I was going to say, standing next to me, you surely know I didn't shower. Let's do your new record.
All right.
To tell the truth?
I told a lie.
All right.
That's Steve Chapman picking it, ain't me. Everyone has heard me say I don't miss her much today, 'cause there's so much more to do than sit and cry. I've said many times before I don't love her anymore, but to tell the truth, I told a lie. Listen to this verse, Roger. It feels so good to get it off my conscience, to admit that she's still on my mind.
I've tried keeping inside all the bitter tears that I've cried. I just lapped it up, or at least I gave it a try. When I thought I was at my best, I said I thought of her less and less. But to tell the truth, I told a lie. Okay, Stephen. It feels so good to get it off my conscience, to admit that she's still on my mind. Oh, I've tried keeping inside all the bitter tears I cried. I just lapped it up, or at least I gave it a try. When I thought I was at my best, I said I thought of her less and less. But to tell the truth, I told a lie. That's it. Washington that week.
I am J.B. Trout, a burley grower from Marshall County. I have looked carefully at Acres County's program for burley. I oppose it for the following reasons. We are not producing a surplus under our present program. The 1965 crop was 40 million pounds below usage, and so for a record high price. Acres poundage will produce a surplus and make prices go down again. The farmer is the one who gets hurt by surpluses, and others profit by it. Acres cuts are effective. The past 2 years, we have a total cut of 20%, and production went down 23%, and lowered by 170 million pounds. Join me by voting no on the acres poundage March the 10th, and keep our program that has worked so well and one we can understand.
The time is 6:33. Our guests this morning include Roger Miller, Charlie Louvin, Thumbs Carlille, and this young fellow has quite an interesting story to tell. Jerry Allison. Jerry has joined Roger to play drums. One time, for you people who followed the hits of about 1957, 58, Jerry Allison and a young singer by the name of Buddy Holly had a band called the Crickets. And Jerry wrote a lot of great songs like Peggy Sue. Name the others.
That'll Be the Day, Tell Me How, More Than I Can Say. I wouldn't say they were great songs, they were out. Thank you, though.
They were very commercial. Peggy Sue is your wife? I see.
Right.
What I want you to tell us here, though, the Crickets, of course, they reached the pinnacle of success about this time, and unfortunately, I don't remember the date, but Buddy Holly died in a plane crash. And this virtually ended the career of the Crickets, didn't it?
Sure did.
But I want you to tell them about the letter you got from the Beatles. Now, remember, the Crickets at this time were on top of the world, and very big in England, too. And nobody had ever heard of the Beatles at this time. Now, you pick up the story, Jerry.
Well, we were over in England in '63, and we did a TV show, and we had a copy of the Beatles' first record they cut called Love Me Do. And we mentioned something to one of the cameramen about we sure liked the group, and it sounded real good. And the Beatles came and did the TV show.
Is this 63?
63, uh-huh.
All right.
And actually, we didn't, you said with the end of the career, we kept being Crickets, but, didn't have much success at it. But anyway, the Beatles came and did the same TV show a week later, and the cameraman said the Crickets were here and had a copy of your record and said they liked it. And about a month after we got home, we got a letter from the Beatles. It said, we take it as a great compliment that you have a copy of our record and like it. And then about a year later, they sent a retraction.
Now you put me on. No, I was thinking about the association of the name Crickets and Beatles.
Well, John Lennon, the spokesman of the Beatles, I guess, I heard him do an interview out in Los Angeles about a year ago, I guess. And one of the DJs out there asked him where they got the name, and they said they liked the Crickets back in the old days and took the name from that.
They based it on that.
Quite
It's
a
kind of
compliment.
like Chubby Checker's name. It was based on Fats Domino.
Right.
Jerry, it's a pleasure to welcome you to Nashville.
Thank you, Ralph.
Now then, don't forget Central Rambler at 1500 Broadway, where you can buy a brand new Central Rambler for as low as $96 down, $56 per month. A car can be yours from Central Rambler for as little as $1,846. Go buy Central Rambler, 1500 Broadway. Now here's Bob Olson to bring us the news for March 8th, 1966. Bob?
The Soviet news agency TASS says a major earthquake rocked a populous area of China early today. TASS says the quake struck Kaifeng, a large city in eastern China, south of Peking. Seismologists said the quake was on a scale similar to the one which devastated large areas of Alaska on Good Friday 2 years ago. No other details available so far. U.S. Air Force and Navy planes have carried out the most devastating attack of the Vietnamese War against North Vietnam. In raids conducted yesterday and disclosed today in Saigon, 4 Air Force planes were lost, presumably to communist anti-aircraft fire. Military and communications targets ranging over the length and breadth of communist North Vietnam were hit. Voting starts in the Senate this afternoon on President Johnson's $6 billion tax bill that would wipe out recent excise tax cuts on both automobiles and telephone bills. Final action is expected either late today or tomorrow. A number of amendments will be offered, but backers of the measures say they can defeat those amendments and keep the proposal intact. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee turns its attention from Vietnam this morning to China policy. It's opening a series of hearings on communist China so the American people, according to Chairman Fulbright, can better understand that Asian giant. He said he hopes the knowledge will reduce what he calls a very real threat of war between our country and China. An explosion early this morning destroyed the statue of British naval hero Lord Nelson that had been located atop a 130-foot column in the heart of Dublin, Ireland. The explosion, said to be the work of members of the Irish Republican Army, shattered shop windows in the area and twisted traffic lights on O'Connell Street, which is the main thoroughfare. No injuries reported. Wall Street observers are attempting to figure out whether yesterday's New York Stock Exchange dip reflects a leveling off in market conditions or a possible longer-range downturn. The Dow Jones average dropped over 14 points yesterday, and the sharp decline puzzled most observers since they had no specific news development on which to base the sudden drop. Here's the weather forecast for Nashville and Middle Tennessee, and look for very pleasant weather and more or less uneventful weather for the next 2 or 3 days. Today, sunny this morning, but increasing cloudiness and warmer this afternoon and tonight, with highs today between 46 and 54 and Nashville 50, lows tonight in the 30s, in this city about 35. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and mild, and Thursday, fair skies, mild temperatures. Our present Nashville temperature is 23 degrees, and that's our news so far this morning. Ralph?
The time is 21 minutes to 7. Roger, would you take this stool? Bobs?
You take this stool. Do you, Roger, take this stool to be efficient?
Bobs? No. You got your guitar in the case. You decide to quit? The show goes till 7 o'clock.
He quits easy.
Where's your case?
When's Charlie coming back on? When's Charlie coming back on?
In a few minutes.
I come out to see Charlie Louvin and you put me on.
Yes, I've tried to put you on.
People put me on, yes.
Roger, we mentioned at the outset of the show that you'd received 9 Grammy nominations. And they're for King of the Road. Mm-hmm. And you have 1 album nominated, don't you?
Yeah, The Return of Roger Miller.
What's in that particular album?
King of the Road.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was our second album.
But everybody associates now, they identify with King of the Road, and they want to call you the King of the Road, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? Oh, the book. Roger has written a book of philosophy, and it's a very good book. I've read parts of it. But they want to call it what?
We don't have a title.
Well, I know you're working on that.
They want to call it Viewpoints from the King of the Road or something like that. It's a book of philosophical viewpoints, a few witticisms.
You give me some quotes?
Well, things like, to be high-strung is the hunter's gun to he who seeks to create.
Wait, do that again. To be high-strung
is the hunter's gun to he who seeks to create. Or, from seeds of disillusion grow the weeds of discontent.
That was in Life magazine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Every day's Saturday to a dog. Those kind of things.
Yes. That's great. Now, when will the book come out? Is there any idea?
I don't know. Probably I'm trying to think. There's a certain month of the year that's a good... Would y'all cool it back there? Now, listen, I'll try to talk. Now, Dyson, Thumbs is not talking. Dyson, and the other guy. No, really. No, really. I'm joking. He's throwing his voice around. I got to fuss at somebody. It's a crutch.
Shall I tell him you called Leah this morning and told her to bring your bat shirt?
Yeah. My bat shirt? To match my breath, yes.
You want to do King of the Road?
I'm afraid to try it. What key should I try it in, Thumb? King of the Road.
Well, you can try it in B. That's all right. B and
B,
C.
I just think B flat because of the,
It's up to you.
you know, the voice
B
thing.
flat might be better.
Have a little bass?
You know, Thumbs, the blue suit and the gold shirt look great. We have to wear that all the time.
I love it.
Hey, yeah, we call it Roger Miller and the Bat Band.
Roger Miller and the Bat Band.
Wasn't that Ralph Emery's line?
Yes, that was my line.
Pardon us for being a little informal.
You use my lines on any of those big network television shows. Do I get any, residuals?
No, because we can't spell Emery.
I see. I'll spell it for you. Let's do King of the Road.
We'll try King of the Road.
18 minutes till 7 o'clock.
Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got me no cigarettes. I've been 2 hours pushing broom buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man who means by no means king of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train. Destination, Bangor, Maine. Whoa, worn out certain shoes. I don't pay no union dues. That's more road stories I have found. Short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I know every engineer on every train. All of their children and all of their names. Every handout in every town. And every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. Ain't got myself no cigarettes. I've been 2 hours pushing broom buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. To sing trailers for sale and rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got myself a nice cigarette. Thank you very much.
You're not supposed to applaud. It's not nice.
Boy, but it's handy.
Handy, yeah. Roger, you had a lot of success. You think success has spoiled Roger Miller?
I hope not. I hope not, because if you spoil, then you're no longer what made you what you were or something. To that effect.
Is it difficult to take it all in stride?
No. No.
You know, it's
Just marry a nagging wife. That'll take your mind off of it.
I see. Sure glad Leah's not in our viewing audience this morning. She's in California.
She's a great shot, too. What?
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I asked Roger earlier this morning, with all of the success, the NBC television show that will be his in the fall, and everything else that's happened to him, it would seem only logical that the next step would be movies. And you told me. It's your story. I'd rather you tell it.
No, I told you I don't know yet.
Well,
I want to be an actor.
How many offers have you had, though?
I don't know. We've had some offers, but...
Well, if I got to tell... I'm glad you didn't get his nose.
Is that one of the highlights of the show?
Yes.
We've had offers, but I'll let my managers handle that.
From every major studio?
Just about, I guess.
About.
I don't know. You want me to brag, and you're not going to
No,
get me
I want
to
you to tell me the things you told me this morning, because I know out there it's very
The
interesting.
things I told you this morning, like I love you and this and that and the other, are kind of personal.
No.
You want me to tell about the hand-holding incident?
No. Tell them about Otto Preminger.
How about the Bedford incident? That sounded worse.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, The Bedford Incident is a movie.
Yes, I saw it.
It's a wonderful
ship.
movie. Thank you.
Anyway, Otto Preminger
Yes.
got in touch with you.
Mm-hmm.
You went to his office.
He fell asleep.
Fell asleep. Otto Preminger is about one of the biggest movie producers in Hollywood, isn't he?
I guess so. I don't know. His office is in New York.
Oh.
But he's...
well, I presume he occasionally gets to the coast.
They say he's big. I don't know. I don't read these people, you know.
Well, what happened, Roger goes in to see the man. The man gets a phone call. And while the man's on the phone, Roger goes to sleep. What do? You got up and told Roger...
He says, why don't you go home and get some sleep? I said, thank you, I will. Bye. The bigger they are, you know, the less I care. Sometimes I don't know how to explain that. You are a great artist at making people uncomfortable.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable.
I know it. You're my good friend, but I hate you. Yeah.
You want to sing one more song before I let you off? Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot.
Well, shoot. Well,
yes.
I do it to myself.
Do one more and I'll let you off the stool. Okay?
I'm through now.
No. Never mind. Just sing.
We're taxing the laryngetic voice, you know. The golden voice of the 60s here. Wasn't that a nice thing to say? Jesus. Excuse me. I don't know what else I can do. Because some of this, I have to think what has high notes and what doesn't.
Do engine number 9?
But it has a strain part in the end. You think I could do
We can leave it out.
We leave out the strainer. Okay, we'll try.
Be natural.
You sing
right.
Be Natural?
All right. Engine number 9, coming down the railroad line. How much farther back did she get off? Oh, brown suitcase that she carried, I've looked for it everywhere. It just ain't here among the rest, and I'm a little upset. Yes, tell me, engine number 9, coming down the railroad line. I know she got on in Baltimore. 110 miles ain't much distance, but it sure do make a difference. I don't think she loves me anymore. Thank you.
Now then, let's have a word from our boy Bob Olson. It's about 10 and a half minutes till 7 o'clock in the morning here. We'll be right back.
K Furniture Company reminds you, 2 convenient locations now, one in Madison, one on Nolensville Road in Woodbine. Soon to be a 3rd great store. And one of the common features of all 3 stores will be quality furniture at budget prices. No money down, up to 3 full years to pay, and free and easy parking at both locations now and always at K Furniture Company. K Furniture Company, stop by and see them. You'll find the best. They're our friends, too. Ralph?
Yeah. Roger, let's introduce Charlie.
Me?
Remember the bit?
All right.
You remember the bit, don't
Yes, I
you?
do. Yes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
folks,
my pleasure to present this time
Snowboy's been on
one of
Opry
the
a long time.
great stars at the Grand Ole Opry.
Good singer, fine singer. Well,
And,
in fact, one of the better singers.
I think one of the all-time greats, as a matter of fact.
I like his singing very much.
And
we're
delighted to have him on the show this morning.
We're kind of proud to have him.
From Fairview, Tennessee.
Nice guy. He's grew up on a farm.
A lot of great hits over the years.
He and Ralph
hit after hit after hit. Of course, one of the famous Louvin brothers.
One of Teddy and Doyle.
And
we always had,
it's my pleasure to present this time Charlie Louvin.
Yes, Arnold Stang.
Well, I hope that they got that on tape, and we'll separate that later.
Charlie,
you spoke.
Have you ever done a Roger Miller song?
Less and Less.
Less and Less?
Yes.
Why don't you sing that this morning?
Roger Miller song. I might could put that right on the end.
A little exercise show here in the mornings.
Have I got time to do a little medley of Louvin Brothers songs? Say it started back as far as 1950, and
all right.
And then we'll put Less and Less right on the end of it.
All right.
Did you get that? Get our old guitar picker? We'll put Less and Less right on the end of it. I hope.
Oh, that's a cue.
That's a cue.
All right.
We'll start with this one here now. I don't believe you met my baby. You looked at him, you looked at me.
I wondered who you were talking to. He said my sister wants to marry. Then my heart was filled with ease. I knew that you would marry me. Hold back the rushing minutes, make the wind lie still. Don't let the moonlight shine across the lonely hill. Dry all the raindrops, then hold back the sun. My world has ended, my baby's gone. Kentucky, you are the dearest land outside of heaven to me. Kentucky, I will be coming soon. You may teach the flowers to bloom in the snow, and you may take a pebble and teach it to grow. You may teach all the raindrops to return to the cloud, but you can't teach my heart to forget. When I stop dreaming, that's when I'll stop loving you. Now here's the Roger Miller one. I got up and made my morning cup of coffee, moved around the house an hour or more, I guess. I did all this before I could even find the light switch. More and more I think about you, less and less. More and more I think about you, less and less. Thank you. Charlie. Thank you. Roger had it aimed right. I had to put that on the end there. See what Roger was doing?
You know, I didn't. What was he doing?
He was aiming something. Had two barrels.
Oh, I see.
Over this way.
Well, you were going to sing it, weren't you?
Yes.
I thought you were going to be a nice guy about all that. Let me give you the basketball scores from last night, the most significant games. First of all, in the NCAA basketball tournament, our friends in Bowling Green will be very happy to know that the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, Beegie's an old young grad of Western Kentucky. They upset fifth-ranked Loyola of Chicago, 105-86 last night.
The liability insurance just went up 75%.
Kentucky wound up the SEC last night, the final regular season game. Kentucky beat Tulane 103-74. In the regional basketball tournaments, Region 6 at Columbia, Tennessee, the Dixon boys beat Santa Fe 75-57. In two girls' games, Waverly 69, Columbia 34. Santa Fe beat Perry County 49-48. In Region 5, played in Nashville, the Glencliff boys beat Lafayette 79-49. In the girls' game, Springfield 42, Nashville East 31. Two Rivers beat Gallatin Union 59-44. And one more region in Middle Tennessee, Region 4, played at Gallatin. Lebanon boys beat Gainsboro 50-43. And last night, Carthage beat Murfreesboro Central 40-39. And this knocks out the defending state champion. Murfreesboro won the championship last year. DeKalb County girls beat McMinnville City 40-31. And now here's Bob Olson for Central Rambler.
Central Rambler says all it takes is $96 down and up to $56 a month to buy a Rambler American. And for this exciting car from American Motors, classic station wagon, you can see the full line at Central Rambler, 15th and Broad in this city. You will find that at Central Rambler, which has one of the great service departments in this city, that buying a car is always a pleasure. Prices are the lowest, and the terms are the most reasonable. Central Rambler, 15th and Broad, the home of the $96 down car.
I'll remind you that tomorrow our special guest will be Norma Jean and Porter Wagner. We'll have a double header for you. Charlie, would you and Roger come over here, please, so we can... Would you come over here anyway, please? Certainly been a pleasure having both you gentlemen.
Thank you. Oh, gee.
Roger, I want you to tell us about the big show you're going to in Miami. There's a trade organization known as the National Association of Record Manufacturers, and not the National Association of Roger Miller, which is the reason you agreed to work in the first place, wasn't it?
Well, we'll be there tomorrow night. Yes, we're leaving today.
Who's on the show with you?
Tijuana Brass, Nancy Wilson, and myself.
Pretty good show, it sounds like.
We hope they do good, really. I know I won't. My voice didn't come back.
You didn't get a chance to record while you were here, did you?
No, we tried, but it didn't work. Because sometimes, for some reason or other, the voice just went out.
Charlie, thank you so much for being our guest this morning, old friend.
Thank you. If you happen to be riding around this weekend, well, we'll be down in Atlanta, just about an hour's drive down the road.
Let's go on down Miami. We'll cut up.
Oh, all right. Tex, I'll see you next week. Oh,
okay.
Okay.
You come down, too.
Okay. Roger, thank you so much. Roger? Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me say that we're all very proud of you.
Thank you.
And congratulations on so much success. Your NBC television show, your 9 Grammy nominations, and all the great things that have happened to you.
Thank you, Ed.
I know that comes from Charlie and everybody in Music City.
It's good to see you again.
You're great.
Thank you.
Let's have a little downbeat, gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow, old tiger. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.